Guys, I can't see with this light in my face. It is January 2nd, and I'm at Bartlett Lake. Getting here late. Wasn't going to come out tonight. I did a little canal fishing today. Caught my first fish of 2026, which was a nice little common carp. But then talking with the wife and all that, we decided I was going fishing. So getting out here late, gonna do some crappie fishing, gonna throw my Z-trap in, try to catch some bait. Of course, get on Flathead as well. Beautiful weather, calm. It's probably 60 degrees right now. Anyway, guys, come fish with me. January, beginning of the year. Hang on, we got ourselves a cigar bite. All right, we got a big moon coming up tonight. Nearly full. Right on. Well, what do you know? Elon Musk said it again, and I'm out here to see it. That's cool. Spot on. Little daytime flatty. Well, good morning. I did not do much filming last night. Did get the SpaceX rocket. That was super awesome. But as far as fishing, I threw my Z-trap out, caught a few bluegill, and I'm gonna do a lot of that today. And I actually caught a few crappie and bass on minnows. I kept one crappie and cleaned it, let the rest go. Last night was one of those nights I just didn't feel much like filming. I sometimes take a little fishing time for myself, and I am, I guess, stressed out. So it was nice. I actually didn't even have a cigar or anything. I just sat there and then went to bed. So today will be better. I'll film, I'll bring you along. We'll have some fun. And right now I'm bait fishing. I got 2 carp rods on. Both carp rods have 2 hooks. And the left one has corn and bread. And the right one has corn and a worm. And we are way up lake where we would fish in the spring. Matter of fact, a couple big fish, including my PB, was taken right here. So this time of year, it is not likely that they're in here. They should be into the deeper water for the winter, you know, kind of hanging out in the mud. But it wouldn't surprise me. It's deeper than I thought it was back here. It's about 22 feet deep, which is enough, I mean. But we'll see what we can do for bait. I'm gonna have some breakfast, steak and eggs, and let's have a good day. Let's fish. Hopefully a little carp for bait. To use for bait. Yeah, I can't use it for bait. Well, it has become apparent to me that it's time to deploy special tactics. Now, I don't have a bite yet, and the theory here is whenever I'm doing something I enjoy, I get interrupted with a fish, hence the cigar bite. If I'm having a cigar, get a bite, that's a cigar bite. That's what I want. So, get my lighter somewhere. And let's get this smoking. Well, that was an unsuccessful attempt at a cigar bite. Sure is beautiful out though. I like my green light on the rocks. It's awesome. Maybe a dinner bite, maybe an after dinner cigar bite. I don't know. All right, well, still no bites. I think it's around 9:30. That sucks. I know I said I wouldn't move, but I just might. But I am having dinner. Big old fat burger, salt and pepper. Gonna grill some shrimp with salt, pepper, and Caribbean jerk seasoning. And I'll mow down on that. So I'll show you. Well, there it is. Grilled shrimp, burger patty, little avocado. That's what's for dinner. Good morning. Maybe the full moon had something to do with it. Good morning. Gosh, guys, skunked. Not even a little tap on the rods. Nothing I could even mistake as a bite last night. But it is what it is. That's flathead catfishing. You know, you do your best to make a lot of good decisions along the way. In this case, when you pick a spot to fish, you want it to check all the boxes. I mean, good cover, people catching fish nearby, doesn't suck. The depth got to be right. The bait's got to be there. And this spot checks all the boxes. Unfortunately, nothing's going on here. I had the bait out all night. I can see the rod's still moving, which means the bait's alive. But no fish. And that is the case sometimes with flathead catfishing. It seems like you can make decisions to go to areas where you can catch a bunch of small ones. And then sometimes you got to kind of venture out and try to catch a giant. And I think that's what I was going for tonight, although a small one would have been better than nothing. The chance of catching a big one was here, and that's why I stayed. Historically, when I move around, it doesn't seem to produce more fish. I sometimes staying put is the answer. You know, if I moved last night, which I thought about it really hard about 9:30 or 10, about jumping over to somewhere else. If I moved, then I'd always wonder, was that 2 a.m. bite gonna be a monster fish? You know, especially if I don't do well in the new spot, which I usually don't. At one time when I move, so that's why I stayed put. And we came up short. But if you flathead catfish, you know it happens. It just does. Especially in the wintertime, I'd say. So, guys, thanks for watching. Get outside, everyone. Well, at least I got something to eat tonight. Crappie for dinner.
Okay, let's go.